Hi, I'm new here.
You don't look like one who submitted to slavery under the ore barons. You look more like a seeker, someone who's searching for the true faith. Do you not feel a fire inside your body which keeps you from sleeping at night? I see. You doubt that what the ore baron slaves try to tell you is really true and just. You know why you doubt them too? They're lying. With those lies, they try to control weak spirits, but your spirit is stronger than their lies. Don't you feel a longing for freedom every single day? Don't you feel it growing stronger? It guides your spirit. Let it happen. Do you know what you're doing when you try to suppress it? You're denying your soul, denying yourself. Don't let your fears dominate your life. Free yourself. You need to understand. The sleeper will awaken. He will set you free and wash away all these disbelieving infidels. Like dross that is washed away by the rain, they will vanish from this world. They will moan, whine, and repent, but it will be too late. Then they will pay the price. They will pay with their blood and with their lives.
Hey, you've spoken to me. Does that mean I may talk to you now?
I see you've become familiar with our rules. That's good. I can feel your great spiritual strength. Soon you'll be allowed to join our community. I have spoken to you because I wanted to give you a chance to prove your loyalty.
How can I prove my loyalty?
Most of all, we need new souls to join our community. By recruiting one more man to our camp, you will prove that you're willing to do good service to our community.
Where can I recruit new members for the Brotherhood?
The old camp is a good place to try since a lot of the people there are fed up with fear and lies. They just need some kind of support. I guess you won't be very successful in the new camp. The men living there are barbarians.
Why are you so desperate for new members?
The sleeper has spoken to our master, revealing that he has an important message for us. However, he has not gathered full strength yet. That's why he needs our strength to contact us. Therefore, we are preparing a great invocation, and the more men participate, the likelier we are to be successful. If you want to know more about it, go to the large court in front of the Temple Hill. But don't disturb our master in his meditations.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Hi, I'm new here and I'd like to get to know the camp.
Then you've come to the wrong place. Since the Templars started preparing for the fight, we've been busy day and night. I don't have much time for questions, so don't disturb me, unless you want to buy something.
That's how it goes. Let's talk about something else instead.
I'd like to trade with you.
Good. Here, these are the weapons I have available at the moment.
It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead. Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. That was a time. You always talk. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. Maybe. It's obvious that wouldn't like to be in his shoes. thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
That won't happen again.
That wasn't very clever.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore. People always talk. Hang on. Better not go rushing. Maybe. Let's talk about something else instead. Very differently. I doubt that's ever likely to change. There was a time when things would have gone very different. I doubt that's ever likely to change. Hang on. Rely on something. It's not really my problem. Every time. You're very probably right. I doubt that's ever likely to change. There must be something. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes. As long as you shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I want to become a member of the...
Korg, but he relied first.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy. May the Sleeper protect you.
Hi.
Move your ass! Get in or get out! I don't care! Just as long as you get out of my sight!
There must be something about that story after all.
You shouldn't believe it.
Some people. You gotta watch what you.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
I want to be a shadow.
Oh. Have you talked to Diego yet?
Yeah, I have.
Good. You just do as he says then. It didn't do me any harm. Well, not really, anyway.
Same old totally idiot.
You gotta watch what you...
Why does that
Hey,
happen
you!
over and
I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are you? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ore as an advance payment.
Forget it.
No ore, no recipe.
Well then, we can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
No, I want to see ore right now or you can get your recipe yourself.
There's enough other newcomers. I think I should give the job to one of them.
Okay, let's just forget about the whole thing.
Not so fast. I just wanted to know how far you'd go. 50 ore is quite a lot for a newcomer, don't you think?
That sounds better.
Okay, I've just got 50 ore nuggets spare here. Don't let me down, kid.
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Have you got armor for me as well?
Well, I'm sure that I can satisfy you.
Thought that had been cleared ages ago. Might be issues, though.
Show me your goods.
That wasn't very clever. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
I found Nick.
Good. Have you got any evidence for that?
I found this amulet on him. Here you go.
It was actually the amulet the whole thing was about. You're a clever guy. You might have had the idea to keep the amulet yourself, but you've made the right decision. If Diego asks me about you, I'll vote in your favor.
How's it going?
Good. With me, you don't need to worry about Diego anymore.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, huh?
That's the way it is.
Talk about something else instead. Rely on somebody, you're in trouble.
Hey, you!
Somebody.
Now what?
The time's come for you to prove you're a true friend. Just 10 ore and you're in. What do you say?
Trouble ahead.
I've changed my mind. I'm going to pay you the 10 ore after all.
Very different.
There now. You see, you can make the right choices. And from now on, you'll keep paying me your daily contribution, won't you?
See ya.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you.
That's how it goes.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Cor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
Rely on somebody.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Oh, and where did you get that from? The mages gave you that before they threw you in here, right? You're stupid to tell people about it. But don't worry, I won't tell anybody. But do yourself a favor, and don't tell anybody else about it either. The people here might slit anybody's throat for a thing like that. Most people would love to earn the reward you get for a message from the outside world.
People always talk. People always talk. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. People always talk.
Hello.
See ya.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
Somebody, you're out. Some people never learn. Same old story. Some people never learn.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. I really need to talk to Dexter. He's using you for his own business. But there aren't any rules for the test. If you manage that, you'll be making a big step. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
Same old story every time.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Same old story every time.
That's
Hang
not really
on,
my
rely on
problem.
somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. People always talk.
Right. That's really not my problem.
Same old story every time.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
That won't happen again. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
Better keep out of it.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Better keep out of it.
Take care.
Obviously there'd be trouble.
Doubt that's ever likely to change.
As long as I'm not involved. As long as
Well,
I'm not
how's it
involved.
going?
I'm not listening.
What do you want?
You have to watch what you tell people.
That won't happen again.
Maybe. You have to watch what you tell people. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Hang on. Not go rushing into anything.
Hey, man. New here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Why not come along?
Great. We can talk while we're going. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Where can I find meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Where can I find hell
Lead
mushrooms?
through the south gate. That's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you sent
His
before
name
me?
was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Don't pay attention to me. I'll stay with you. Don't worry. Don't you have any...
I wouldn't like to be an issue. Wouldn't like to... Same old story every time. That won't happen again.
I keep... That's rude. Not listening. I better. Let's talk about something. What's that? I better be out of it. That won't happen again.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
We had a little argument,
And?
and that's all you need to know.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
You gotta watch what you...
I doubt... I'm not listening to all the plans.
As long as
People are all what's different.
you're very probably right.
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here.
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
It's about Nick.
Yeah? What? Where is he? Oh no, damn it! That means I have to run the show here now. I was hoping he'd be coming back. Now I have a problem.
What's the problem?
I'm in debt to Scatty, right up to my neck. Now he knows I'm doing Nick's job. He'll be coming around every day. Let me pass.
Are you looking for a quiet place where we can talk for a bit or something?
Hi, I'm new here.
You don't say. Tell me about the outside world. It's been over a month since I heard anything from outside. I'm Kurgo. I fight in the arena.
Are you good?
At fighting? I haven't been doing it for long, but I've already won a fight. Come on.
What are you doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the Sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What is the Sleeper?
You will find priests who will be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
What kind of invocation is it you're planning?
Our prophets say that the common invocation of the Sleeper is the key to freedom. If you want to find out more about it, just come to our camp.
That's really not my problem. There was a time when things would have gotten very different.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Kareem. You must have just been booted in here, or else you'd have heard of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen. Step aside!
Is it possible we're walking? This is real fun. Thanks for taking me with you. We could do that more often. There's loads of more time left today. This is real fun. I've gotten used to you already. We'll have much fun together. I'm sure of that, aren't you?
Where is the sect
Leave
camp?
the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore. Exactly.
Why did they put you in here anyway? Do you like it?
Could you please keep quiet for a minute?
Sure.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
How's it going?
Good. With me, you don't need to worry about Diego anymore.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch.
That won't happen again. People always talk. I thought that had been cleared up.
Rely on somebody in your That's how it goes.
You've been lucky there.
Hey, you! What are you...
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
You know who I mean, Sonny. Let me tell you something. This is my district, and I don't want any trouble. But new guys like you are always trouble, especially when they sneak around the place at night. So why don't you go home and make sure I don't see you here again? There's an empty hut opposite the arena, the one with the canopy. Get some sleep. And if I catch you in one of the other huts, I shall personally see to it that you live to regret it.
There are some people who constantly try to beat me up. Horrible guys from the new camp. Real cutthroats. And next time I'll tell them that they'll have you to deal with in the future. Then they'll be dead scared.
You shouldn't. Maybe, but who? I doubt that's ever.
That wasn't very clever.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how we go.
Maybe. That wasn't very clever.
You shouldn't very probably, right?
doubt that's ever.
There must be some. People always.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
That won't happen again.
Why does...
There was a time.
You shouldn't...
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll
Same
like.
old story every
The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore.
Totally idiotic.
Interested?
time. You think?
You wanted to sell it to Whistler for 100?
Just wait. That's right. I nearly charged you too little. Of course, I meant 500.
500?
Too little. You prefer 1,000? Fine by me. Well, now that I think about it,
Something about that.
I'd rather keep it.
I'm not involved.
Let's talk about Whistler's sword again.
You can tell him that he'll never get his sword.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
People always
Cleared
talk.
up ages ago. I'd better keep out of it.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
Things would have gone.
I have one you'll like.
You gotta watch what you
The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore.
You shouldn't believe.
That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
Out of it.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need.
Let me pass.
It was obvious.
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what for? Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
Same old story. You shouldn't believe everything. I better keep up.
I wouldn't like to be in his
Same old story.
There must be something.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I'm not listening to all the blathering
There
anymore.
must be something about that. Wasn't very clever.
Hang on.
You should.
You're very probably right.
That won't happen again. There must be something about that story.
Step aside.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters. You know.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all 3 camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
That won't happen.
You're very probably right.
Wasn't very clever.
I wouldn't like to be in
But keep it. People always.
There was a time when things would become very different.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
What are the advantages of the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
Why should I join the sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the sect. I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the three camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the sect camp.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Those bastards from the new camp will be amazed when they get to...
It looks as if you knew what
Nobody
you were
ain't
doing.
complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does
That
it take you to
depends.
make one
I'm as
blade?
fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people. No, on the contrary, he gave me 150 ore for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
Well, Smith, how's business?
Why would you want to know? Oh, really? And what? Come back when you really need something, and don't get on my nerves.
I'd like to try working here
but
as
don't
well.
you think that you can make great blades? Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone. However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to try working here as well.
But don't you think that you can make great blades? Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone. However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
You know what? I'll do you a favor. I'll put in a good word for you, then perhaps you'll be admitted to the camp. Then we can meet every day.
Could you describe the way to your
There
camp?
are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
You fight in the
I
arena?
was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
Some people think I'm a complete lunatic.
Get lost.
You want to be on your own for a while, do you? I understand. I'll stay in the background. You're my best friend here. The others...
Could you please keep...
Sure.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Same old.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. Very probable.
I'm not listening to all that blathering. Probably right.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble.
It was obvious.
What do you intend to do with the...
You should. Like to be in his shoes. You shouldn't believe.
I've been hanging out of it.
You're listening to all that blathering anymore. That won't happen. There must be some.
There must be some. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know about it.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
I'm looking for somebody to teach me something.
Why have you come to me?
Diego sent me.
You should have said that before. If you want to join the camp, it's an advantage to be a good fighter or thief. If the influential shadows in this camp test you, they'll give you tasks you better not get caught doing. That's why the way of the thief would be a good start to you. Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the old camp.
What can you teach me?
And that depends on what you want to know.
I want to learn how to sneak around.
I believe, no false modesty, that I'm one of the best thieves they ever chucked into this colony. But when it comes to teaching how to sneak around, Cavalorn is the better man for you.
Where can I find Cavalorn?
He's hunting out in the wild. You'll find him at the path to the new camp. Westwards of the old camp, there's a wide canyon. In this canyon, there's an old woodcutter's hut. You'll find him there.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
That won't happen again. Yourself. That won't happen again.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
If you think I'd better keep out of
There must be some. Hang on.
If you think.
Maybe.
I thought that had been clear ages ago.
Rely on somebody in your interest.
Listen,
That's how it
this
goes.
running around is really
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Get lost.
You want to be on your own for a while, do you? I understand. I'll stay in the background.
I doubt it's ever likely to change.
Get lost.
But keep it.
You want to be on your own for a while, do you?
Maybe.
Let's talk about something else instead. Same old story every time.
Some people never learn. But keep it to yourself.
You're like a big brother to me. I never had.
Sure it was.
Wasn't very clever.
There must be something about that story after.
Good to see you, my friend. How about your daily contribution?
listening to all the blathering anymore.
It was obvious there would be
Hang
trouble
on.
ahead.
Not go rushing into anything. There must be something about that story after all.
You have to watch what you tell people.
I'm not paying. You've had enough out of me already.
You disappoint me. We're not friends anymore. See to it that you don't get mugged and robbed on your own now.
Leave everything in.
Don't worry, I can take care of myself just fine.
We'll see.
People always talk.
See ya.
Take care of yourself, kid.
Same old
People
story
always
every
talk.
time.
I better keep out of it.
Dad won't have it again.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. There must be something about that story after all. Somebody you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
How's it going?
Good. With me, you don't need to worry.
You scratch.
That's.
Why?
It means we're all gonna have to pay your share as well. I'll make sure you remember next time he asks you.
Hey, you. I learned you didn't want to pay protection money to Bloodwin.
What do you want?
To warn you, Bloodwin paid some people. They're gonna do you in. I saw how he talked to people like Herrick over there, and God knows who else he hired.
Your warning about Herrick is a bit late.
He must have talked to somebody else as well. That much I know, so do take care.
Ah, a fight! Harder!
There must be.
I'd better keep out of it.
But in you're in trouble. That's how it goes. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
There must be something about that story after
Let-
all. Hang on. Better not
Let-
go rushing into anything.
Let me pass!
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
That wasn't.
Let's talk about something else. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. That's really not my problem.
Maybe, but who cares?
But keep it.
Same old story every time. There was a time when
The right decision.
don't blather some.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
How's it going?
Good. You've done me a favor. I'll do you one. I'll tell Diego that you're a reliable man.
Hang on. Do not go
Not
rushing
listening
into
to all
anything.
the blabbering anymore.
Same old story every time. If you think
Well, hang on.
Reliance?
That wasn't very.
I'd like to be in his shoes, though.
Hey, you! Aren't you the guy who wants to join the camp?
What if I am?
I could help you.
And how?
There are two guys sitting around outside the camp. One of them has stolen something from the Ore Barons. It's a precious amulet, which should have arrived with the last convoy. One of them should still be in possession of the amulet. If we attack them together, we should manage. I couldn't do it on my own. What do you say?
I'd better keep out of it.
Not interested. You'll have to look for somebody else.
With this kind of attitude, you won't last long here. Just tell me if you change your mind.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scatty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. And he's anxious to see if you'll challenge Karim. Whistler told me the story about Fisk. Well, if I was you, I would have taken the ore and cleared off. But anyway, he thinks a great deal of you. Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. I've already sent you to Fingers. He could really teach you something. I really need to talk to Dexter. He's using you for his own business. But there aren't any rules for the test. If you manage that, you'll be making a big step. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
People always talk.
Take care.
Wasn't very clever.
There must be something about that story after all. You shouldn't believe everything